So, a couple of things. One, got myself a new lens for the GFX 50R. It's brand new, by the way. Couldn't find a second-hand one, brand new. So I'm looking forward to shooting that this morning. My local beach is unrecognisable, and I'm so excited. We've had some storms, a lot of storms over the past few weeks, and it's washed away all of the sand. This beach that I'm standing on now is normally a perfectly sandy beach with the odd rock here and there. But now it is like you could just be in another country. Like, it's fantastic, and I'm so excited to explore it all and see if I can find some compositions. Man, it's just all the rock has been revealed, all of it, and it's just phenomenal. The light looks terrible. There's a lot of cloud out to the east blocking all of the sunrise, or all of the light that may come from sunrise. So I will be looking for compositions facing north. Yeah, that's it really. I'm not expecting any award winners today. Just happy to be out, new lens, new beach. Yeah, can't wait. So the lens that I've got is a 32-64, which full frame terms is the equivalent of about 25-50. So now that's two lenses that I've got for this GFX camera. In terms of full frame, that's 25-50, there or thereabouts. And I've got the 100-200, which is about 80-150. So if we're talking full frame terms, I am a bit concerned about that gap between 50 and 80. But hopefully it's not going to cause me any problems. And I kind of think that the two lenses will see me right for 95% of the photography that I do. So I'm going to stick with these two for a while now and just see what happens. And if I find myself needing that middle ground or more reach than 150, which I think is more likely, I'll look into my options. But I'm pretty happy now with the two lenses that I've got. They cover a good range. So the first shot with my new lens is average at best. But it's I just can't help myself, you know. The beach, it looks like this once a year maybe for a few weeks, and then it's back to sand, so pretty cool. So the composition is quite simple. I've just, there's so much chaos with all of the rocks. I've just simply tried to arrange a few key boulders in a nice kind of sweeping motion. We've got a lovely bit of sort of backside light with the brighter sky behind you, which is to the south, and the north, which is my sort of preferred direction of shooting. I will be shooting almost every image in a northerly direction because it's, it just looks much better. The light is great. So usually my go-to settings with my Canon would be f11 focus to infinity. But with this camera, I think my go-to settings are going to be f16. I'm going to try that. It should be pin sharp throughout, and I'm still focusing to infinity, even though we have interest all the way through. But I think we'll be good. I think it should be nice and sharp. So I'm excited to see the detailed texture and the quality. Conditions are all right, nothing special, but there is a nice subdued quality to the north. So yeah, first shot, new lens, get it done. So it's getting harder and harder for me to do this as it's getting busier and busier. And I don't mean take photographs, I mean make videos, but kind of just in one of those moods where I'm going to do it anyway. That makes sense. Anyway, we've got our second shot here, f16, only this time I'm not focusing to infinity, I'm focusing on my subject. So the image is right up my alley. We've got this single subject, which is this giant boulder sat in a nice pool of water, so it's got that very clean feel. The center of the image is very clean, and the sky was just catching a little bit of candy floss pink, which was really nice. And it's just the shapes and the lines going through the image really caught my attention. You know, the way that the rocks and the sand and the water lead you through is fantastic. And I tell you what, I am very excited for this beach. Normally on this beach I'll come down once and I'll think, right, well, I'm done now for a month. But I tell you what, I haven't moved more than 12 feet and there's images everywhere. So much to do here, so I'll definitely be back. Probably every morning this week I'll be back. I might even bring the big Bertha Pano camera, that's what I'm thinking. So yeah, looking forward to that. But yeah, I can tell you what, you've got to be early to get this place to yourself. It's 7:15 and I would describe this beach as packed. Great thing is though, don't have to worry about footprints, which is bloody brilliant. So now that there's a bit more light, I just want to reiterate how much the beach has changed. I mean, honestly guys, look at this, look at it. There's so much texture, so many different types of rock. Like we have, you know, pebbles and stones here, and then we come forward and we've got just slab. It's absolutely brilliant. We've got boulders, which I've just photographed. We've got all sorts, and guys, this goes on for miles and miles and miles. We've got patches of open sand, we've got patches of rock, we've got pools of water. I'm going to throw up some B-roll of what the beach looked like last week or 2 weeks ago, before the storms came in. This is just, honestly, this is a photographer's dream. It's just like, it's like I've been gifted a new location. You know what I mean? It's just phenomenal. I'm so excited right now. I think I'm going to be down this beach quite a lot. So yeah, very cool. So the beauty of a location like this is the variety of shots on offer. You've seen me photograph a couple of classic landscape shots, your foreground, midground, background kind of thing. Well, now I'm shooting this beautiful rock right down at my feet, and I'm focusing on the texture and the colours and the shapes within the stone. It's a joy. It's a real pleasure because the sun's up now, so it's a bit bright when you look out to the horizon. The landscape, the bigger picture, if you like, is a bit washed out. But if you look down at your feet, you can find some beautiful stuff, and the texture and the shape and the patterns of this rock with the low morning light is a dream. And this image that I'm looking at and working on now, I'm very excited about. What a beautiful morning, guys. Get out to the coast, especially on the east. I bet there's loads of beaches like this now after the storms. This is what landscape photography is truly all about. You know, observing the landscape, how it changes season to season, day to day, storm to storm. So that's it. I'm pretty much going to end the video here. Just a quick one this morning. Just really wanted to get out and use this new lens. Mark my words, I will be back. And yes, I am aware that I'm using my subject as a table. You know, why not? So if you've liked this video, do me a favour and give it a thumbs up, because it really helps. And if you're not a subscriber, then definitely consider subscribing, especially now that it's looking like we might get a bit of our freedom back and I might be able to get out on the road once again this year. So that would be fantastic. I've got a book available, and I've got a nice playlist linked in the description below, which is to all my on location videos. Right, there we go, everything plugged, everything done, 3 images, new lens tested. I'll see you guys on Wednesday.